Hi guys!
Hi.
So today we're going to be doing 5 tips to survive school, middle school or high school. If you guys would like to hear the tips that we have, then go ahead and keep on watching.
But tip number 1, study hard, play harder. I think this is a really important tip because obviously if you do not keep your face in the books, you're not gonna survive school, you're not gonna get through it. You have to study, and I mean, a lot of people procrastinate, and that is not a good thing. I did this a lot in high school, actually in middle school too. Who am I kidding? I did this a lot, and it screwed me in the end, but I barely made it.
I swear, this is so true because in high school, I would always procrastinate. I would hate doing my homework, and I always told myself at the beginning of the day, I was like, okay, I'm going to get home, do my homework, and then I'm going to go and hang out with my friend.
No.
Every day I would get home, and I'd be like, okay, 5 more minutes. I'd watch a show, okay, 10 more minutes. Like, I'd wait on it, and I found myself, like, it got to the point where it was, like, 10 o'clock, and I was like, shit, like, it's too late to do it now, but I really couldn't even hang out with my friends because I would procrastinate so much, and I had so much homework to do that I couldn't afford to hang out with my friends. Like, I would have to stay home even on weekends.
Yeah, you get
and do my homework. If you study hard and you're on it, then you'll have fun and you'll get to hang out with your friends.
And you'll have a successful, school career.
Yeah.
So, tip number 2, stay healthy. I feel like a lot of people don't really think about this one during school. But it is important to stay healthy because how are you going to make it to school if you're sick all the time? It's better to be healthy, happy, alive.
Yeah, and I feel like, eating in general just makes me happy. I know that a lot of people, you're probably always hearing eat breakfast before you go to school, which I think you should always have breakfast before you go to school. Because I remember going to school really hungry, and then my stomach would growl, like,
during class.
Yeah, and I would always be like, okay, like, I would have to hold my stomach in and be like, I would focus on that more than I would the homework that's in front of me or whatever the teacher was talking about. I feel like, whatever you're consuming, like, it just brings out your energy and stuff, so.
And you need that energy for school.
Yeah, so heck yes, because you gotta wake up early.
I know, man.
Way too early.
I remember getting up and I was like, no, like, people get up to go to work this early. I'm not supposed to be in that boat yet.
Yeah.
Tip number 3, make real friends. I'm gonna emphasize on the real part here. In high school, you tend to get, like, overcrowded by bad influences and people that are not really there for you. They're just there to kind of use you. And we have so much experience with that. I mean, if you look now, our circle of friends has gone down to like 1 or 2. You really have to look for those people that are really there for you, there to help you grow, be better as a person. I think it's really important, especially in school, because the people that are bad and that are not really there for you tend to make you go like the wrong way.
If they're those type of people that you only hear from, hey, like if they send you a text message or something and they're like, can you send me a copy of your homework, your finished homework? They are not your friends.
No, they're not.
I experienced that a lot in high school where I would always have to like send this person, a picture of my homework, which
and you have to go out of your way. After doing all that work, you have to go out of your way to send these lazy people your hard-earned, work. Like, it's not fair.
Yeah, and you feel like crappy inside. I remember always feeling crappy inside.
Like, make sure people are not taking credit for your work. Make sure you're not giving your stuff away for free. Like, if people ask you for help, go ahead. Like, I don't see anything wrong with that. You're giving them knowledge. That's a good thing. But if they're taking advantage and they're like, okay, let me see your paper.
Yeah.
Like, let me copy answer number 1 through 35. That's not okay.
Another one is, I feel, if you feel like you have that friend that is you feel like they're constantly putting you down, it's probably because they are, and they're probably jealous of you.
Exactly. There will be a lot of that in middle
Hell
school
yeah.
and high school. Too many jealous people.
Yeah.
Stay away from them.
I remember having a friend in high school, and she always told me, like, when she would be around her boyfriend, she'd be like, okay, like, try not to look too pretty or something when we would hang out, like, with their group of friends, because she liked a guy. And I'm just sitting there, and I'm like, damn, girl, like,
Yeah,
really?
that's sign number one.
Yeah,
Like,
it's just, it's messed up. It was messed up.
yeah. Just
Yeah.
stick around with some good people, and you'll get through it.
Tip number 4, be kind and be you.
This is really important, especially the be you part. I think it's so important to be yourself at all times in high school, even outside of high school, outside of, you know, your school career. It's important to be yourself because it's so easy to have like people that are around you change you. Like, I'm telling you, people get changed like that if you're around the wrong people.
When I was in high school, I felt like I caught myself a lot of the times trying to pretend to be somebody that I wasn't. And every day I would get home and I would even start crying sometimes because I'd like, I know this really is not me, this isn't who I am. And I was just so caught up with, you know how there's like the popular, the nerds, I don't want to like, yeah, there's like those little cliques. I was never in a clique. I would honestly just talk to anybody.
Yeah.
But when I would talk to a girl that was popular, I would find myself changing the way that I acted and who I was just because I was around this person.
Yeah.
But let me tell you right now, popularity in high school
Does not
matter because
matter.
after high school,
Everybody
ain't
goes their
shit.
separate ways. Yeah, that it ain't shit. You're right. Also, I forgot what I was gonna say. Okay, I remember now. Never change yourself for anybody else because everybody in this world, like, who wants to be like another person? Like, you want to be unique. And everybody is unique in their own way. But if you let somebody influence you and you start being like them, you're not yourself anymore. You're not that unique person that you once were. It also goes in with being kind to people, even if they're mean. Like, people are going through things all the time, and sometimes people express it in worse ways than others. You just have to keep in mind that you're a good person and just make those people feel the kindness within yourself. Like,
yeah.
and you never know, you can change them. Like, they might be like, oh my god, like, I was being mean to them, but they were still kind. Maybe I should be like that.
Yeah, and I know, like, I've seen a lot of situations and where people will be so mean to somebody and they don't do anything, like, they're just the sweetest people and they still get treated like crap.
Yeah.
And honestly, it makes me so sad. I know it probably sounds stupid, but I'm just like, wow, why are these people being like this? And I always tell myself, no matter how bad I get treated, I mean, always stand your ground. If somebody's treating you like crap, then please stand up for yourself.
Yeah, there's a fine line between
but I always tell myself, like, no matter how these people are, I never want them to change the way that I treat other people. Like, if they're treating me bad, I'm still going to be nice to them because they're going to realize, like, wow, this person was being really nice to me and I was a complete asshole towards them.
Yeah.
And hopefully it'll change the way that they are towards people because being kind, it's like, I mean, it's the best thing for yourself, and you're spreading your kindness and you're putting other people in a better mood. You know, even if it's like the crabbiest person.
Yeah, and there's not a lot of really kind people out there anymore. So
Yeah.
if you're one of those kind people, please keep spreading it. Don't ever let anybody put you down.
Yeah.
Or
change
stop
the way
you
are.
from being, who you truly are. Tip number 5, stay out of drama. I know a lot of people probably won't really care too much about this one because it's just a natural thing that happens in high school. Like, sometimes you won't even catch yourself being in it, but you still are a part of it somehow. Drama is a crappy thing to be involved with. when you're in school, especially because it takes your mind away from school and the things you're supposed to be doing.
In middle school and high school, I feel like I had so many friends that were so involved in drama. It was so annoying.
Yeah.
And I always kept myself out of it, no matter what anybody says. Like, I know that I always stayed out of drama because I hated it.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to be like cocky or anything, but I always felt like I was a lot more mature than my age group. I always got told that. And I never liked arguments or, you know, fights or anything like that. I always try to stay away from it because then I got myself into trouble.
Yeah.
Even if I wasn't involved, I would stay far away from it.
Like, I remember one time, I think it was like freshman or sophomore year. Oh, I had this girl in my, I think it was my science class, and her friend would always stare at me, and I mean, I didn't do anything about it. Obviously, that'd be a stupid reason to try to start anything, but they would always stare, and you could obviously see they were talking shit, but I swear to Jesus that I didn't know these people. I've never seen them in my entire life. And they went to my friend and they tried to start something with me. They didn't even confront me. I guess they got mad because I would stare at them too. It was so stupid. And they started telling, I didn't ever talk to these people, let me just tell you that. They started telling people that I was afraid of them and that I knew they were gonna fight me, so I ran on the bus right after school and went home. It was the stupidest thing, and all I did was talk to them, like tell them what was wrong and why they didn't like me, and it turns out they did not have a good reason. They didn't even know who I was, and it was just squashed like that. Like, you talk it out if you have to. A lot of people go straight to fist fighting, and I think it's the dumbest thing. But now me and that other person are friends, so.
When you're involved in drama, you just look like a child.
Yeah.
You really do. And if, like, there's always gonna be rumors that go around in high school all the time.
All the time.
You're gonna hear the weirdest shit too.
Yeah.
And, like, I remember there would be girls, they would always like be like, oh my god, like, why is she so quiet? Because I was pretty quiet in high school or something, or they would call me ugly. And I didn't care. I was like, I don't think I'm ugly, I think I'm pretty. And I would ignore it because it didn't matter to me. Their opinion did not matter.
Yeah.
So I was just like, a bad girl.
You don't pay your bills or make food for you or feed you or clothe you, so don't care what they say.
Yeah, I mean, it'll obviously affect you a little bit.
Yeah, and like it'll touch you a little bit, but don't let it really affect you.
Yeah.
Alright guys, well those are our 5 tips to surviving school, and this is more towards middle school, high school.
If you guys want us to do more videos like this, please let us know, because we like doing these kind of videos.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Yeah.
If you guys are going through anything, if you need somebody to talk to, we're more than happy
to listen.
Yeah.
That's it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and hopefully this was helpful in some way. We will see you guys in our next video.
Also do not forget to like and subscribe.
Okay.
Alright guys,
bye.